Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is deyaniracavazos and I am an LPC-associate from the state of Texas. I also own my own private practice called Co's Mental Health Services. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a bunch of different alternative and creative job and business ideas to basically answer the question as to what can I do with my mental health degree. I got my bachelor's, I got my master's, but I don't necessarily want to be a licensed therapist or go into community mental health, the usual case management, facilitator role. So this is more geared toward if you want to start your own business, and I will be providing you with a bunch of different creative ideas, things that I hadn't even considered back when I pursued my bachelor's and my master's degree. Personally, for me, I always knew I wanted to be a therapist, but I am also the type of person that loves having creative projects. So this video is also for you if you're a therapist and you want to have a side business or want to have something more creative included in your therapy business. So the first option and idea that I have for you is creating your own online business where you're able to create and sell products related to the mental health field. So maybe you want to create your own stickers, art prints, apparel, journals, mugs, digital worksheets, digital planners, specifically maybe for even therapists or clients who go to therapy, depending on what you want to create. Or maybe you also want to create your own workbook or workbooks dedicated to a certain topic, whether that be self-care, PTSD, anxiety. There's so many topics, and because you have your mental health degree, you have so much more knowledge compared to someone who just Googles, what anxiety is. You have so much more knowledge in that field, and there's so much that you can do with that. I know I personally wish I had thought of this back when I was getting my bachelor's degree. This really could have helped pay my way through university or even grad school if I had considered starting a business in this way, but my mind was so focused on going the usual route like case management, and again, there's nothing wrong with that, but I am a firm believer in knowing that there's a difference between going that route because you want to or feeling trapped and like you have to go that route because you don't have any other options. Now moving into the second option or idea is being a writer. Maybe you want to write your own self-help, self-growth book, or maybe you also want to write a YA or adult fiction or nonfiction book. So there's such a broad category depending on what you want to go into. But some of the books that I can think of written by authors that I love, I will go ahead and share here with you all. And some of these include self-help books that are great for me to share with my clients that I've enjoyed reading as well. So I know for me, writing my own book or books is something that I would really love to do in the future, and I've started doing in little small ways. I've already started the brainstorming and writing. It's so needed. I have been trying to diversify my bookshelf. I have to really sift through to find books related to mental health written by Latinas with that background. So the next idea is just one that popped into my head, and honestly, I would love if this became a reality either for me or anyone else, and that is to open or launch a bookstore dedicated to just books about mental health and self-care or other related things if that's something that you enjoy. But I thought that would be so cool. Like imagine walking into a cafe or coffee shop dedicated to just like self-help, self-growth, improvement, mental health in that way. That would be so cool. Maybe you could also have a used or indie bookstore. So again, just throwing this out there, and this would be creating a business dedicated to that. What do you all think about some of these ideas? Because again, I would not have considered this back when I was getting my bachelor's. I just felt very overwhelmed in choosing a path, and now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm able to see so many more options, and knowing that it's not just about getting your degree, but creating the life that you want for yourself. And a degree alone doesn't give you that. We have to be creative with our degree and with the things that we want to do. So moving on to the next idea or option, and that is to create your own workshops or videos that you can go ahead and sell. And you can do this by starting your own website. I know I have loved using Squarespace, and they're not sponsoring this video. I just genuinely love using them because you have the option to do things like that on there, and they have templates that you can adjust. I love it so much. So maybe you want to create workshops or videos geared toward a certain population or to other therapists or therapists in training, depending on what you want to do, but it all can go under this mental health related umbrella. Now the next option involves consultations, and that is something that I myself do. So I offer consultations for other LPC or LPC-associates, therapists in training in various areas, from preparing for grad school, internship, job search, launching your own private practice as an LPC associate. And this is something that I do in conjunction to my therapy practice where I see my therapy clients. But who knows, maybe you only want to do consultations. You can pick one area or multiple areas depending on what your interests are and what you can offer. And I know when it came to consultations, a good place for me to start was to ask myself, what is a need that is not being met? And for me, it had a lot to do with LPC and LPC associates, where we had so many questions post-grad that we didn't get answered during grad school. And so I made it my mission to create this YouTube channel, that is also another option, and to do consultations so I could work one-on-one to help them have the knowledge that they need to move forward with the things that they want to do. I love it so much. I feel very passionate about it. Now, the next option that I have for you is life coaching. So you have the option to get a certification if you like let's say you have your bachelor's degree in a mental health related field but then want to get a certification, you can do that. Or you can also start your own life coaching business because you have, your mental health related degree, and just make it very clear and create a program that differentiates itself from counseling. So maybe your life coaching is going to look like 3 or 5 sessions dedicated to a specific topic at hand, like setting healthy boundaries, or dedicated to simply creating a more sustainable self-care practice. So it depends on what you want to do, but definitely setting those clear limits as to what your coaching is going to be and when you would have to refer to a mental health therapist or professional. So just being very clear and intentional about that, but that is also another option. Now the next option is doing social media and marketing for other therapists. So let's say you gain a lot of knowledge and insight into social media marketing, you know how to use Canva, you know how to edit videos. You can most definitely offer that for other therapists. I know at one point I was asked to do that but chose not to because I wanted to build something that was my own. Since I already graduated and was pursuing my license, that was the route that I chose. But again, this is also an option that I wish I would have thought about back when I had my bachelor's degree. But this is something that you can do at any point if you feel passionate about it, whether it be on the side or more full-time, if that's something that you would want to pursue and create your own business around. The next option is creating your own subscription or membership service, and you can do this through your own website, create your own mental health related community on there, and all depending on what you want to offer. Maybe you want to offer certain videos, certain digital downloads on there, and create more of a community that would subscribe to that. Now this next option is just one that I wanted to throw out there because it was just an idea that came to me, but maybe you could partner with someone or create your own mental health related app. I think we've all, seen certain apps that are out there that can help you for relaxation and anxiety, different things like that. But maybe you want to create your own because you have knowledge in the mental health field and you know exactly what you would edit or change about maybe certain other apps and what the user truly needs. So again, that's just something that I want to throw out there simply because it's not something that was ever talked about in academics or in grad school when I was in school. So moving on to the last option that I have for you, and that is to create and run your own podcast. So maybe you want to gear it toward a certain population or geared toward certain topics, and you can get sponsors or others on your podcast to discuss certain topics as well. So depending on how you want to do it, that could also be an avenue that could generate people into another business that you have because maybe they listen to your podcast and now they want to connect with other things that you offer. But that is it for this video, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Again, I felt really passionate about sharing this one because these are not the usual conversations that I would have back when I was getting my bachelor's or in grad school. And because I am a creative at heart, I love being able to share these options with you all now in case it's something that resonates with you. Definitely feel free to share your thoughts down below, or if you want to share something that I didn't even mention, I know and I'm sure others would love to read about it. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.